Hi, I want to start off this video by saying that I normally don't make videos like this for a very good reason, but we're doing it anyway because this really needs to be said, and it's about fake woke people on Twitter, and it's getting on my nerves. Also, I want to just disclaimer, I'm not really right-leaning at all, in the slightest, so I hope a lot of people catch my drift on that one. But anyway, let's jump in. All right, so this is the tweet referencing a situation in the Smash Brothers community where Mr. Game & Watch, a Nintendo character, has a particular move that is depicting Native Americans in a racist way. Here's the tweet. I'm pretty sure you've read it by now. But yeah, it ends by saying, "I'm Native and this hurts Nintendo of America. Can you help?" Okay, so good tweet, call to action, awesome, right? We're solving the problem, we're confronting it, good. It gets solved, hopefully, by the developer within a reasonable time, and we're all set. Not really much more context needed here. This is just an issue, and it obviously needs to be fixed. So where we're going to talk about the issue is comments and subsequently posts like this on this fucking website. So let's read this abomination, shall we? The replies on here are disgraceful. This is heartbreaking to see, and I really hope Nintendo of America sees this ASAP. Heartbreaking. Oh boy. Okay. This is unfortunate. It is not heartbreaking. This is an oversight by a Japanese company who has no knowledge of American social or geopolitical issues in the slightest. Does that excuse it, and does that make it any less racist? Absolutely not, but it should be noted. Anyway, this is ridiculous. This comment is absolutely fucking ridiculous, because the thing is it is clearly benefiting off of civil rights issues and social issues, and I'm going to tell you why. It is clearly here to garner attention towards this particular user, and to put on display how amazing their moral compass is. And as I said, just to garner attention. And I have very reasonable evidence for this. So we're calling this heartbreaking, and we have a very dramatic response to this particular situation. Okay? But where it really confuses me is why this isn't considered heartbreaking. So if any of you don't know what this is the Cleveland Indians logo. And this is really bad. And if I have to explain why this is bad, I can't help you, and you're a fucking moron, and your worldview is limited. Then, what we could also consider really heartbreaking is this, the Washington Redskins, which has a pretty obviously derogatory, also the Indians, but this also has a pretty obviously derogatory term for the Native Americans as the team's namesake. And this team is located in Washington, D.C. Now, why does this matter? Well, Washington, D.C. is the location of the federal government, which is responsible for, drumroll please, the Trail of Tears. The Trail of Tears was a series of forced relocations of the Native American people from their ancestral homelands in the southeastern United States to areas to the west, usually west of the Mississippi River, blah, 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 blah. These two tribes, which I don't dare pronounce their names because I don't want to butcher them and disrespect them, but they were surrounded with cannons ready, then forcibly removed at gunpoint. Okay. Approximately 2,000 to 8,000 of the 16,543 relocated Cherokee perished along the way. So we have a team that is located in the capital of a country which literally committed genocide against them. Cool. And their consolation prize for all of this was, to be rounded up into tiny scraps of land and basically just said, get out of our way. We don't want you, but we're going to give you sovereignty over your parts of land. Yeah, they have no social programs, they have no funding, they have no health care, and they certainly don't have any representation in state, local, or the federal government for that matter, or at least no guaranteed representation. There are some people who have run for office and won, but that is a very, very, very rare thing to have happen. Anyway, so when we go back to this situation, this hardly seems heartbreaking. It really hardly seems heartbreaking. And that's why this is fake woke. This is unfortunate. At the very most. Yes, it's racist. Of course it's fucking racist. It's not heartbreaking. This is heartbreaking. This is the deaths of people. And they're still honestly completely fucked over and marginalized by this exact act. But, you know, the thing is this is what counts as affirmative actions these days. Like, this is what affirmative action is. It's not going and championing for native rights. It's not, you know, going and screaming at your federal government and local governments and congressmen and women to, you know, make sure that these oil pipelines don't crash through their fucking territory through the blessing of, you know, the federal government, mind you, and, you know, having their land built over and, you know, having them, they're being shot by law enforcement. Like, yeah, that's fucking heartbreaking. Okay, if you really wanted to actually help these people, you would do this. You would help them. You would help them find representation, but you won't. Okay? And it's the same thing with Black and Latino communities as well. Because the thing is what you would do at the very fucking least is go to their neighborhoods and volunteer and repaint their houses after they get a bunch of racist shit spray painted all over their fucking garage doors and their windows and their walls. Okay? That's what you would do. But no. We're taking to Twitter. This is your affirmative action. You're just trying to get attention. This is all about you. You're benefiting off of civil rights. You're benefiting off of the fact that, you know, racism is well and alive in our country, and a lot of people are trying to speak out against it, and you're just trying to gain clout. And it's really fucking shameful, in my opinion. And it's stupid. You're stupid. And people who are like this and who think that this is okay and who don't see the issue with a comment like this are fucking morons. You're all so dumb. Like, really. It genuinely is beyond me. Oh, man. I don't understand. It's so disgusting and appalling. And the thing, like, what more can you take from these people? Honestly. They don't need this. This doesn't help them. This doesn't at all in the slightest. Like, this does nothing for them. In that reference, like, they don't need you. They don't need you to stand up for them. This, like, I'm just so at a loss of words. I really am, because I don't get it. I don't get how this is okay, and I don't how shit like this gets 20,000 fucking retweets and 100,000 likes. I don't get it. Nobody sees the problem with this. And the thing is that's why, this is why, right here, shit like this is the fucking reason why that nobody will take the resistance seriously. Because you have a bunch of clout chasers who are attaching themselves to this movement. But the thing is the second that you openly criticize the fact that this is happening and criticizing the fact that all of these people are attaching yourselves to this inherently good movement, it's all like, oh, you know, you're on their side, you're an alt-righter, blah, 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 blah. I'm more fucking leftist than any of you. Like, holy God. And I can see that this is an issue. That's why people won't take you seriously, because you have people like this fucking attaching themselves to the movement, and it gets lost in translation. These people are in it only for themselves. They don't care about these fucking issues. They just want the likes. So face it. Face it. Call these fucking people out. Call them out. Please, God. Get them away from the movement so it can actually be taken seriously. And Jesus Christ, man. Just please, just God, just like turn on your fucking brains for 1 second and like, you know, do something with your lives, please. I'm so done. I'm so fucking done.